What is this? Can you guess what these mean? FanFiction Tropes tier list maker. Okay, so I'm not gonna tier them, but I'm guessing what they mean. Oh, this is messy. Oh, this is messy. Okay. So, to preface this, and correct me if I'm wrong, fanfic is usually romantic, and it is the dynamics in which a relationship or interaction between two characters can come about? No, it's just fan-made stories. Is this the sex kind, though, or is this all, because this platonic? This is, I think, gonna be the sex kind. These are romantic tropes. Okay, so romantic tropes. What the fuck is sex pollen? We're about to maybe find out. Okay, abo. ABO? Abo? I think this has to do with bestiality. Or some sort of like, maybe not bestiality, but like a situation like a Bella and Jacob situation. So like maybe somebody's like, maybe like a werewolf or something. Adjacent. Closer.
Oh my.
Abo is a fanfic also known as Alpha, Beta, Omega. It's a trope where humans are categorized into a dominance hierarchy. You know what? I should probably not have this on screen because if it pulls up pictures based on secondary sex characteristics, with alphas being dominant, betas being neutral, and omega. Yeah, that's some wolf shit. Okay, so it's like wolf dynamics, but for people. Is that like a dom sub thing? Alphas being dominant, betas being neutral, and omegas being submissive. So does it have to do with wolves at all? They have certain body parts too. Huh? The core concept. Abo fanfiction is a subgenre of speculative erotic fiction that posits a dominance hierarchy among humans, similar to that of wolves or canids. Okay, I'm gonna bring something up and I'm so cringed out that I know what this is, but do you guys know those TikToks where the people will be like, they're like, I am the, I don't know, you know the one where they're like all on down, I'm the alpha, I'm the leader. Yeah, that one. You know what I'm talking.
I'm the leader, I'm the one to trust. Together we do whatever it takes. We're in this pack for life. We're wolves. We own gun. We own what we own. Oh, we own the...
I hate that I had like such a specific reference for that. That's not it? Okay. Wait, okay, that's not it at all? What the fuck, Sam? I don't know. It was old TikTok. Old TikTok was different. You don't read abo as a word, it's an ABO. Oh, okay. We gotta move along. We're moving along. I didn't get it right. I got it in the right realm, but so far. Okay, Amnesia fic. This has gotta be like that one movie with Adam Sandler. 50 First States. Right? Or no? Amnesia fic, one or more characters lose their memory. Generally, the plot will then be formed around the repercussions. Oh, so that one movie with Jim Carrey. How the character deals with it, how characters around them deal with it, the quest to retrieve the lost memories, or coming to terms with the loss. Okay, so my answer was not fully correct, but it wasn't so off. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Yeah. Feel like you nailed it? Yeah. I think I was pretty confident in that one. Angst. Okay. Is this a fanfic? Because isn't angst just like a yearning? Or like a sassy yearning? I actually don't know the definition of angst. They're just tropes. Angst is just a tag. I think this is angsty. This is sassy yearning. Angst refers to a story or character that focuses on emotional pain, suffering, and internal turmoil, often characterized as the themes of drama, anxiety, unhappiness, and opposed to Oh, so what's that movie that me and Brody watched that he told me that we shouldn't watch, but then we did watch it and then we were both devastated? Past Lives. That one's a heartbreaker. Do not watch that unless you really want to cry. Past Lives is so good. It's a phenomenal movie, but it's the reason why Past Lives is so good is because it depicts a perspective of a relationship that movies usually don't depict, because there is no happy ending. Spoiler alert, sorry. There is no happy ending, and it just depicts a unfortunate situation that there really isn't a resolution for, and it's heartbreaking, but it's still good to watch because it's like you know, it's an interesting take. Arranged marriage. Okay, so this has got to be a tag too, right? Like, I know what arranged marriage is. It's like when two people's parents or families have them get married for, you know, culturally, sometimes it's a thing, or like back in the day, you know, but then it turns sexy. I mean, you know, I think arranged marriages seem like there is such a wide scale of like how it goes, because I think that it can potentially be devastating, but then there's also probably a lot of people that ended up very happy, because I think that like maybe if your families arranged you, then you come from similar families, therefore maybe you would be a good dynamic for each other. You know, it's like you like that happens a lot where people will end up, you know, with somebody whose family is kind of similar, and because that's comfortable for the good or bad, you know. Sonic must marry Luigi or the kingdom will perish. That's exactly what I was going to say, but then I didn't say it. Baby fic. Okay, so there's no world where this is not something somebody goes to jail for. What could this possibly be? I'm gonna say I don't know. I'm gonna say this is what I think it is. I'm gonna say two people have a baby, but they don't love each other, and then due to them having a baby together, they fall in love. Are some of these exactly what they say they are? Wait, so two babies in love? They have a baby. Oh, so I don't have to like come up with any like big storyline. Okay. I don't know, like Boss Baby, doesn't he get like a girlfriend or something? Okay, so sharing a bed. It's when two people share a bed. But then you guys are gonna say this one's all convoluted. You're gonna be like, no, they go to a cabin and they're just friends, but they have to share a bed because there's only one bed, and then they end up falling in love. No, okay, all right. You know what? This is why I don't go on that one website. What's the one where you like read people's fanfics? Do you write fanfic? No. AO3? I don't know. I thought it was, wait, what's it stand for? You guys all know it. Wattpad. I was thinking of Wattpad. What's AO3 stand for? Archive of Our Own. I am traversing onto a part of the internet in which I have never traversed before. Bang or die. What? They must bang or they die. I don't know. Maybe it's like he has maybe there's a zombie apocalypse and he's got the and he has to cure her. Or that one's literally correct. Okay, is there any art piece that help? Give me an example of that one. It's like, oh no, a snake bit my penis, suck out the venom. Oh, wow. Some of these are just a means to an end, aren't they? I'm gonna say, well, I you know, like, you really are just adding fluff to Body swap. Okay. I was gonna say something, but I realized that that's a mother-daughter scenario, so I should not say that. However, there is a very popular movie based on a day of the week that I would think of this. But that's not... Okay, Freaky Friday. Oppenheimer. It could be that, but not usually. Okay, is there a thing I would know? I hate that I'm putting so many of these and I know what it is, because I do know, I just don't. Okay, I don't know what this one is. Coffee shop in Australia. That's so specific. That's incredibly specific. Who made this tier list? You got it. Okay. I did? Wait. Down under? Wait. Oh. So, like, the table? Like, under the table? AU's and on top. Oh! You said, I thought... You said AU, and then somebody said down under, so I thought it was, like, under the table at a coffee shop. And I was like, that's so specific! Okay, there's college AU. Why are there so many fanfics about Australia? It's an alternate universe focusing on a meet cute type situation in a coffee shop. What's AU? Oh, alternate universe. Oh, okay. When you said alternate universe, I thought it was a specific alternate universe, and I was waiting for you guys to tell me which universe, because I didn't think about AU standing for alternate universe. Like, I thought it was like Marvel. Like, I thought it was like coffee shop Marvel meet cute. Yeah, I don't know. Crack fic. Is it like two people doing crack together? I don't know. Is that one? No. Okay, I don't know. There's a bunch of movies where people like literally Breaking Bad. It's a fanfic that is completely bonkers and doesn't care about coherence or the canon work. Very absurd and silly and funny. Crackfic refers to fanfic that takes a ridiculous or absurd premise. So if somebody were to read like Shrek fanfic about how like Shrek and Donkey like hooked up, but then they like decided to let in the gingerbread man, would that be crackfic? Or is that... I don't know. That's too normal for crack. That's too normal? Okay. John F. Kennedy comes back from the grave, falls in love with the gingerbread man. They run off together. Jackie Kennedy falls in love with the left tower, and then the city of Los Angeles grows legs and walks away. Crossover. Okay, so this is like an alien has sex with a cowboy, right? I'm not just saying that because I see that here. Or maybe, maybe... I'm trying to think of specific... Mike Wazowski and the alien from Lilo and Stitch. The Petrie or whatever his name is. Pleakley. Buzz Lightyear and the car from Cars. There's no way I haven't read fanfic in years and still know more than Sam. This is an area that I've managed to avoid, not really by choice, but just by happenstance. There is famously only one car in Cars. Yeah, there's the other sexy one though. There's Lightning or whatever his name is, Lightning McQueen, and then there's the sexy car. No, not Mater. You know which one. If I type in the hot car from Cars, there's one car and one car only that's gonna come up, and it's actually a bunch of them. Which one do you think is the hot car from Cars? All right, I know what that one is. Dark fic. Is this like... I'm afraid to guess this one. Is this one like evil, but not like bad, you know, that kind of stuff? Like the devil and an angel, or maybe like, I don't know. I feel like Baldur's Gate probably has a bunch of this. I don't know. I think major character death. I'm assuming that maybe like, I don't know if it's the character who is in the trope dies, or is it like a character dies so then it's like, is it like dead wife? Like if Lightning McQueen died, or the other hot one? Oh, it's one of the main ones. So if Lightning McQueen dies, whether or not he's having sex with anybody, it still counts? Yeah, I don't know about that one. I kind of know, but canon divergence, is this like when two characters go their separate ways? Or no? Oh. What does canon mean? Something gets shot out of something. Or canon like true. So canonically, and then divergence is when things divert. So I thought it was like they split apart and they go their separate ways. Canon is what actually happens in the movie show. Canon divergence. So like in the Bible. So like when he splits the sea. Canon is what is known to happen. Things that break the lore. Oh, so when it diverges from what's canon. Okay, so like Aragorn doesn't kick the helmet, or like I don't know, maybe I'm trying to think of things that happen in things. Mike Wazowski doesn't have a hot girlfriend. Because he's dating Pleakley from Stitch. What if Trump hadn't turned his head at the last second? Okay. I didn't know that one. Enemies to lovers. I know this one. I know that one. This one? Okay, this one is interesting because people love it, but all the examples I see are terrible. Because it's like somebody goes for somebody who is canonically just like a horrible character. Pride and Prejudice, The Vampire Diaries, 10 Things I Hate About You, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Bridgerton, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The Hating Game. What about that one movie where that girl dates the zombie? Warm Bodies? Or of when the circumstances make them enemies, not when one person sucks. Like if Jacob and Edward, you know? Established relationship. Okay, so this is just like a consensual, platonic, like just two people holding hands and kissing and shit. Like, we know, like, okay, we get it. Like Mike Wazowski and Pleakley from Lilo and Stitch. Fairy tale in Australia. Sorry. Fairy tale alternate universe. Okay, what is a fairy tale alternate universe? Because fairy tale in itself kind of already is alternate universe, right? Not really alternate universe, but kinda. Yeah, I don't know this one, because this one just is like, I don't know. It's like if the story was set in a fairy tale instead. Oh, wait, Ella Enchanted, right? Kinda. Like Law and Order, but Ice-T is a centaur. Guys, literally you're describing Fringe. Fake relationship. So like two people pretending to date. Like, what's that one movie with Sandra Bullock where get low, get a low, get a low, get a low to the windows. You know that one you know that movie, but they end up falling in love. The Proposal, right? Yeah. Fix it fic. Is it two people trying to fix their relationship? It's like how I always marry Shane in Stardew Valley. That's my fix it fic. No, I didn't know. Fluff. Okay, that's Fluff. Is it? Stop telling people that. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. Fluff is this like furry but fluffy? Or is one person fluffy? Or is it just like they're hairy? I don't know. Light and sweet and easy to read. Fluff. Fluff is just all lovey-dovey, no hurt or angst or sexual. Oh. Okay, so it's like holding hands? I think this is just like, is this like foreplay? But maybe not. Friends to lovers. Okay, I mean, that one's self-explanatory. It's like the sweet love. Oh, so it's like like the stuff that I'm like clearly very, very comfortable with and good at. That like that's what it would, you know. You know. Genfic. Is that like a fanfic but set for a specific generation? So it's like The Notebook was set in like whenever that year was. Pokemon Gen. Gen. Or maybe general. In the context of fanfic, genfic, short for general fiction, refers to fan-written stories that do not focus on romantic or sexual relationships as a primary plot element, even if they might feature relationships or other kinds. Okay, so it is just good old umbrella, vanilla, whatever the heck, without people getting whatever any of this other stuff is. So it's fluff without the plot. Yeah, it's yeah. Hurt comfort. Like when a character is hurt and the other one comforts them, and then they are like, "Oh, let me heal all of your wounds." And then the other person's like, "My wound is on my..." And that I think that's what that is. It doesn't have to be sexual. Yeah, but some of them are so much that I'm ping-ponging. It's when there's conflict and then it resolves and has fluff. Conflict to lovers? Historical. Oh, so it's like if you want to write a story about Benjamin Franklin and his Franklin. Okay, it doesn't have to be sexual. Abraham Lincoln, but he doesn't get shot. Then that's that one. Abraham Lincoln, but he turns his head and then it just hits his ear. Body swap. Body swap, historical alternate universe. Abraham Lincoln. What was that, Mary Todd? Then the bullet goes past his head, hits somebody on stage. The person on stage dies. Butterfly effect. Elon Musk never existed. Get me a pad on the Wattpad. I'm in. High school AU. Huddle for warmth. Okay, so this is like in Star Wars when he cuts the belly open of that thing and climbs inside. Does that count? Nice. Sure? Okay. Humor. Funny guy. Funny guy. In vino veritas, drunken confession. Oh, some of you guys are doing this. I know it. I know some of you guys are drunk texting your exes. I can smell it. I can smell it. Yeah, I know that one. First kiss. Yep. I know that one. It's like when Mike Wazowski kissed Pleakley from The Thing. Magic alternate universe. Okay, so it's like Abraham Lincoln turns his head, says, "What was that, Mary Todd?" But then he hears the bullet get fired and he stops time. And then he takes the bullet and he turns the bullet around and then he says, "Not in this timeline." And then he goes and then pew. Miscommunication. Yeah, that's, I mean, come on. What are we doing here? We're all doing that. Missing scene. Is this when they are about to, and then they just cut to another scene so you never actually know if they did or not? You're like, did they? Did they not? I thought they were siblings. So then you're like, I don't know. I know that one. Mutual, is this pining or pinning? Pine. Pine, like, okay, pine tree. Pining is like yearning, isn't it? Okay, so they like each other, but they don't know the other one does, so then they're just like, you know what I mean? Like Romeo and Juliet. I thought that they came out pretty strong, you know? Yeah, I know that one. Okay, what the fuck is sex pollen? Is this like pheromones or something? Sex pollen is a trope where a fictional substance, often depicted as a flower or plant-based pollen, induces a strong sexual desire or compulsion. Yeah. Often leading to a or die scenario. I'm sorry, but this is so specific. It's just a horny potion to make characters fuck without having to give narrative reason. That's, you guys are just making magic porn. Adding, okay, there's no world where I could have guessed that. Pregnancy fic. Okay, so this is like when somebody gets pregnant. Right? Yep. PWP. Ooh, I could really guess a lot of things, but I think they're all gonna be wrong and I don't want to say them out loud. Porn without plot. So just porn with plot. Without. So it's just like it just opens up to, because that's what I accidentally see on Twitter sometimes, and I wish that they would have like 30 seconds of plot so I would like know to keep scrolling. Yeah, couldn't tell you. Accidentally? It's accidental. Now sometimes I'm like, huh. But I'm not searching. On God, on God. Royalty, alternate universe. Okay, wait. So this is like all the other ones, but like royalty. Slow burn. Okay, so this is like you meet in a coffee shop and then you forget to get each other's digits and then you meet in the coffee shop again, but then you're in a rush so you don't get it again, and then you run into each other at a party and then you talk at the party and then somebody gives the number and then they linger for a while and then it's like, holy fucking shit, we're in the third movie. Can we get to the other plots? I'm over it. You know what slow burn is? I can't... Denna and Quoth from King Killer Chronicles. Soulmate alternate universe. Okay, wait. So is this like... Is it like you are in alternate universes? Okay, so it's like star-crossed lovers. Star-crossed lovers. Are they in the universe together? Soulmates in every universe. Oh, so it's like the everywhere, everything, all at once. But they know. Do you know the red string? No. I just know from that one thing that we watched. Universe where soulmates exist and are made obviously by a mark or something. Wait, that's also like past lives, kind of, then. That's past lives, and then also the other one was past lives. Oh, that's sweet. That's nice. I didn't know that one, though. Time loop. Okay, wait, that's also kind of like... Wait, that's like, freaking A. There's a bunch of them like this. I kind of like time loop movies. I'm thinking movies when it could be anything else. You know what a good example of that last one? I read a book called Dark Matter by Blake Crouch once. Yeah, time loop makes sense. That could kind of be 50 First Dates also, in a way. Love triangle. Okay, I don't need to explain that one. I think we all know what that one is. Spicy. Unhappy ending. Also past lives. Spoiler alert. Unrequited love. Unrequited means like never come to any resolution. Not returned. Oh. I didn't know what the word meant. So I'm gonna put it in I don't know. Of someone and they say like, nah, I'm good. Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. So it's like when I eat gluten and I really like to eat bread, but the bread hates my body, so it makes my stomach swell up and then I get a tummy ache. Kind of like that. And some of you are like that with dairy or spicy food. That's, you know, some of you are like that with Taco Bell, but you just keep going back. You just can't help yourselves. Okay, well, here is my definitive list of fanfics that I knew, fanfics that I maybe had an idea, and fanfics I did not know at all. I knew more than I thought I would, but there was still quite a few that I didn't. Not bad. Not bad.